All right, listen, I've been in the gym, as I've said a million times, for 5 years now. Well, I did calisthenics for 3 years, and I did bodybuilding or weightlifting for around 2 years in the gym. So I've been in this kind of space for a very long time. I know what I'm talking about. Simple as that. Now, a lot of people struggle with one thing and one thing only, and it is simply their diet. Okay. Now, I've done loads of videos on diet, but there is the perfect diet, which is really going to help you grow in the gym, but also be sustainable, but also just live a healthy life and be able to enjoy things. And yeah, I'm going to explain what that is. Before I do, in the description is my aesthetic body course and my one-to-one coaching. If you want to level up your physique, go and check those links out. They will change your life if you let it, okay? So, you want to know the perfect diet? The perfect diet is the one you can stick to, okay? That is what I've always said. It is the one you can actually stick to. So, what does that mean? Well, it means you need to implement certain things that are going to allow you to continue to stick to this diet. So a lot of people will go, okay, I'm going vegan, I'm going carnivore, I'm just going to get rid of a whole macronutrient, I'm just going to do a crazy restrictive diet. How about this? Take this view, okay? You are going to be on this diet for the rest of your life, right? You want to be on a good diet. I don't mean like losing weight specifically. I just mean like on a good diet for the rest of your life. That's what you want, right? You want to be healthy. You want to eat good foods that are going to give you energy. So pick the diet that you can sustain long term. So how about, instead of picking the diet which you know you cannot sustain, like the carnivore diet, because it's just too restrictive, you're only eating one macronutrient. How about you eat 80% of the time the whole foods, the real whole foods, the foods that come from the earth, the one ingredient foods, the good foods, that are good for you, vegetables, meat, fruit, grains, whatever, all those real whole foods. Eat those foods 70 to 80% of the time, and then the other foods 20 to 30% of the time. And when I say the other foods, I mean the ultra processed foods, the foods that aren't very good for you, but are more enjoyable and you can enjoy and make amazing memories with, etc. Okay, I think it is so stupid for you to say, I'm never going to drink alcohol again, I'm never going to eat the fun foods again, I'm never going to make any fun memories with those things, I'm just going to go fully carnivore diet. Now listen, some people do want to do that, and it shows great amount of discipline, but I just think you can enjoy those things in life without it ever really impacting you. And I've experienced that myself. I've created amazing physique just from this kind of 70-30, 80-20 diet, where the majority of the time I'm getting my protein in, I'm getting the healthy fats in, I'm eating vegetables, eating fruit every day, but then I'm also enjoying the good whole foods at the same time. Sorry, I'm also enjoying those ultra processed foods at the same time, because it also helps you make more progress, right? So the person who's on this big carnivore diet, right, I feel like they are less likely to stick to it. Actually, I know they're less likely to stick to it long term than someone who's on this 70-30, 80-20 diet, and they're more likely to lose weight, because they are actually sticking to a sustainable diet. Everyone is struggling to lose weight because their diet is so restrictive and they're so hungry all the time. That's the reason most people's diets fail. Okay, so this diet, you're eating the real whole foods the majority of the time, which is going to fill you up so you don't feel hungry. And then you're also not being restrictive because you're enjoying those foods here and there. Your diet exhaustion isn't going to be as high. You can enjoy yourself. It is just a good diet year round, and you are going to make loads of muscle because you're getting protein in and you've got energy from those foods, and you'll also be able to drop body fat because you're going to be feeling satiated because you're eating those real whole foods, and also you're not going to be binging loads because you're actually eating those foods in moderation, so you're already enjoying those foods. Do you know what I mean? So I think that is the perfect diet. Obviously, some people are going to disagree. Some people are going to say it's a carnivore, vegan, whatever. I think the most sustainable diet for the average person is the 80-20 diet or the 70-30 diet, and go and try that diet. I think it really will help your life. So yeah, go do that diet and you will start to see really good changes in your life and in your physique and in your health, and things are going to change for the better. Now, in the description is my aesthetic body course. As I said, this course teaches you exactly how to build the most attractive aesthetic physique you can get for yourself, and it will basically give you all the advice and knowledge you need to go and do that. And if you are struggling with building a nice aesthetic physique, that course will really help you. It took me a long time to make. I put a lot of thought into it. All of my knowledge went into it, and I've been doing this for 5 years. I went through the trials and tribulations, and you can basically just bypass all the mistakes I made and go and get the best physique you've ever had. So yeah, then the other link goes to my one-to-one coaching. You can hop on a call with me and I will give you all the specific advice and knowledge that I think will be relevant to you to get into the best shape of your life. All right, go check those links out. They will change your life if you let them. And yeah,